Branch's late night show. We are here tonight. We are going to have our lovely cast from Professor X's adventure. We are going to start off with our first and lovely Hey Sans the Sidekick, Samantha. Let's hear it for her, everybody. Lovely. Now, our second guest for the night. That's a lot of guesses, but tonight we have our lovely Vicky, who played two amazing roles in this Professor X's Adventure series. Now, our one and only, the person that has been playing in all the series' most important role has been Chris, who plays Professor X. Now, our lovely, kind, and humble person for the night will be our Caleb, who plays Skittles, the assistant of Professor X. Thank you for joining us. Now, we're not done. We have 4 more to go. And this is one of the giants that they were experimenting on. And this lovely gentleman is called Roberto, and he plays a role of a goblin. 3 more to go. We have this shady doctor called Dr. Shay, who plays by Lewis. Now we have our second giant that was very also important in this series. He was called Na, and he was played by No. Yes, second right there. And our last but not least, our Dr. Summer, who was played by Dashner. Oh, Professor X, right? Chris. Can I start with you and ask you some questions?
Yes, of course.
Oh, lovely. Will there be a season 2 of Professor X?
That's a great question. Season 2. With all the love and support from our fans, I think there probably maybe be a season 2. You just gotta wait on it. Stay tuned,
So the element of surprise right there.
Yeah.
I see. Interesting. How did you feel working with the cast? Can you say that you guys are a family, or is there some beef?
No, there's no beef. No beef needed. We're all family and friends here.
Lovely.
We all love each other and care about each other.
Amazing to hear. Amazing to hear. Now, can you tell us a little bit more of what do you do in your free time?
Oh, in my free time? I go to college. I go to Miami-Dade. I'm pursuing my career in architecture. And as a hobby, I play soccer sometimes.
Sometimes. Yeah. Lovely. Now, which element do you display in your everyday life?
What element? I display joy, because I smile everywhere I go, anytime, any place.
Wow, that is powerful, because you have your mask on, but I can feel definitely your joy, as in where I'm at right now, and that is very lovely. Now, my last question for you is, in which element do you need to grow? Which element do you feel that you need to grow?
Which element do I need to grow? Out of the 5, I think I have to work on my service skills. I need to go out in the real world and help out in the community. If it's like doing community service, picking up trash, or something like that.
Wow, that is incredible, actually.
Oh.
Because, yeah, continue.
And see cut.
Oh, wow. That is incredible, actually, because not everybody recognizes where they have to grow. Thank you, Chris, for lovely answers. Now we are going to move on to Samantha. Samantha, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Such a lovely person. We're gonna start off with this question. We saw you in all the episodes, at the beginning and at the end of them, and we never missed you, right? How did you feel doing that role?
It was such a heartwarming experience to be able to tell this story to the kids. It was just a great experience, and also feeling like I was there is just amazing.
Lovely. That warms my heart. This question is a little more serious. What do you think young girls are going to learn by seeing you play Sam the Science Kid?
Well, I think that young girls can see me and realize that although there are male-dominated fields, they can also push and work hard to be in those fields regardless of their gender.
Yes, I agree. Female power. We're equal, right? Right here, if you could be any role in this series, which one will you be?
Ooh, I would have to be Dr. Summer. Because I would want to make another agape, just what's better than two representations of God's love,
Amazing, yes. I agree with that.
You had me in the first half and then you did so.
Wrong answer.
And just by hearing that, we know and understand what a kind-hearted person you are. Now, let's move on, right? What qualities of the first season do you think are important in today's climate with the pandemic and all the racial tension?
Well, there was an episode where Assistant Skittles, throughout the whole season, Assistant Skittles was struggling, and he spoke gibberish because he wasn't from here. And I thought that it was important that we showed that regardless of where you come from, that you can still be accepted and you should be accepted.
Yes. Wow. That was a very powerful episode when I watched it. So yes, I definitely agree with you on that. Thank you. Thank you for responding to these questions. Now, folks, we're going to move on to our lovely Naldo, who played one of the giants called Na. Naldo, you ready for these questions?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Tell me more of your experience being Na. Was it hard to stand still and wait for your part?
Yeah. It was a great role, me being a top tier actor myself. It was a pretty, how do you say?
Inspiring moment for you?
There you go.
Yeah.
Inspiring. It was just a great role. Thank you for putting me in the role. Yeah.
Wow, so you're speechless in terms of
I'm
this.
just speechless.
They're very powerful.
Yeah.
I can totally understand and relate with you. Do you feel you'll be back for a next part?
I'll let to him.
That's a good guy.
Oh, that's a good guy.
Excuse me,
Professor
sir.
X,
Yeah.
a lot of pressure on you, Professor X.
It's my turn to talk.
That's a good guy.
Yeah, it's all up to him. He gotta.
I know.
That's a good guy.
Yo. Shit.
Wow. Tell me something, Naldo.
Which one of them?
Which evil element do you think is the most destructive to your young people today that they see you?
I would have to say fear.
Fear.
Fear, it blocked opportunities, it blocked just, living life. So I would say fear. Don't be, afraid to try new things.
Wow, that is a very amazing. Naldo, can you express to me if you felt some kind of way? Was there some beef in between your cast crew?
There was a big cow in the room, so I had to, chop it to turn it to beef. But I'm a vegetarian, so it wasn't no beef. I ain't stressing about it.
Understandable. Well, thank you for your answers tonight, folks. As in, for now, that is the moment that we have. Don't go anywhere. Stay on your seats because we are going on a commercial break.
What a boring day.
Yeah, man. I wish we had like new branches summer shade.
I know, right?
2017. What you got?
2018.
I got the 2019 shirt. It's kind of boring now. Nothing wrong with it, but we need something new.
Yeah, like
Trendy, yeah, good word.
2020.
Yeah, we need 2020 vibes.
Wait, what are those?
What do you guys have? Oh, you talking about these?
Yeah.
Oh, these are the new 2020 summer shade shirts.
What?
What? Yeah.
Where can I get one of those?
At your nearest branch's location. And it's only $5.
$5?
$5?
High five?
No, $5. I'm telling you.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Any branch in sight. Go ahead and pull up.
So, a branch is near me.
Branch is near you. Mm-hmm. Here you go.
Thank you. Oh my
Oh,
God.
thanks.
Tell me.
Thank you, sir.
Oh man, God, this really brightened my day.
Sir,
Oh snap!
All right, guys, you know to get your
Your
branches
branches, sir.
2020 summer shade shirt.
are the branches near you?
$5.
$5.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Branch's Late Night Show. We are here to continue with our lovely Lewis that did the role of Dr. Shade. So, how you doing, Lewis?
I'm doing well.
That's awesome. Thank you for being here tonight. That really means a lot for the folks that are here tonight and for me and my show and kids. We are going to start off with a question. So, the question.
You might wanna hold on there. His answers might switch up on you, just so you know.
Oh. All right, try to.
It might not stay the same.
All right, thank you for the heads up.
That was just the roll.
Oh.
So calm it down. It's my turn to
You
talk.
played it a little too
It's
well.
my turn to talk, sir. Please.
Well, all right, guys. We can definitely take that after a break. What was your favorite part in the series, Lewis?
My favorite part, I will say, is when I turned, my evil ways and just became good. Just, I started seeing the light and I just saw God's work and it just changed my perspective.
But why?
What do you mean?
But why?
It's the right thing to do.
What was the reason?
It was in the script.
What was the reason?
What was the reason? It was in the script, man. You know this already. It was in the script. I was gonna tell you, man.
Some difficulties out here. All right, some difficulties. All right, guys, simmer down.
Hold on.
Simmer down. I don't want to call security on all of you, which I did, but they're apparently coming late. All right, let's continue, shall we?
Yeah.
All right, so the second question for you is, tell us what was like to lie to Professor X day in and day out?
Well, in the beginning, it didn't really bother me, but after a while, when I started to see God work, like it just changed me, and I'm like, I noticed that my ways were wrong, and I had to face them sooner or later.
Wow, so it was deep reflection right there. Amazing. Now, what did you learn about the importance of making good decisions and being honest in this, amazing series?
Well, it helped me make better decisions, and I feel like it just ended off well, because of those decisions.
Wow, deep stuff right there. You can see, guys, good decisions are always important. Okay. Thank you for those answers. We're going to move on to our very lovely person, and I'm very excited about this because she did 2 roles in this series. So I am ready to hear what she has to say, and she is Vicky. Let's hear it for Vicky, everyone. Thank you, Vicky, for being here tonight.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Let's start, right? We saw you at least twice in the series of Professor X. What roles were you playing?
I got to play 2 amazing roles, and that was Dr. Summers' mom, and I got to play Dr. Summers himself. It was really good.
Wow, I know, like, I was impressed. I saw the show myself, and that episode when you were in, and just that little part, it was so fun to see you there. Do you think you'll have a full-time role next time you do this series? If you're doing it?
That's a very interesting question, but you have to wait till the next season comes out to see.
Or is there going to be a next season?
We don't know.
I see. All right. Well, sit down tight. We got to wait and see if there's going to be something coming up. All right. Which element do you think young women need the most in today's society?
So, out of all of the elements, they were all amazing elements, but the one element I felt like young women and everyone need, especially during these times, is joy. Because we're going through much difficult times, and joy is very needed for us.
I agree. I think joy is the most important thing in order to, have a beautiful, amazing life, amongst the other ones, right? Now, thank you for those questions. We wish to hear more, but unfortunately, we have to move on to other cast members. Now, to our most impressive person that the folks are waiting for, to our Gashner, who played the role of Dr. Summer. Hi, it's great to have you today. Right?
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Let's dive in, shall we?
Let's-
All right. So, how are you feeling that we finished this season?
Wow, it's a lot of mixed emotions because when you pour your heart and soul into something, you love to be in it. So I'm sad that it's done, but I'm happy that we get to step back and see the hard work we put in, and hopefully the fans enjoy it, and hopefully there's a season 2.
Yeah, hopefully. I think we are waiting for that exciting moment, right? This question, what would be a great plot twist? How would you think that this series, what would be a great plot twist?
You have to find out if there's gonna be a season 2. I can't spoil anything. I might say too much. I can't say too much. I can't say
Private, confidential, some good stuff. I totally understand. This is probably our last question for tonight. But Gashner, in your next role, can you I lost my question. Yes. In your next role, Gashner, do you want to be evil again?
This is a tough question. And I would say yes.
No.
See, there you go again. Up-like behavior. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
That's your problem.
Can you explain more? Can you explain more, Gashner, why do you like to stay evil?
Because I feel like in this world, there are a lot of Batmans, Supermans, Spider-Mans, right? The good people in this world. But I want to give people a perspective on the people who are not so good and how they got to where they got to and how you can show them love so they can change along the way. You know what I'm saying? Thank you.
Yes, I agree. Everybody have an open mind. This is very important, and it was amazing to hear from you. My last question for you tonight. Do you think in your real life you relate more to Dr. Summer or Professor X?
Wow. Okay. I think, apart from appearance, I look just like Dr. Summer. Okay. Apart from appearance, I would say Dr. Summer. I would say Dr. Summer. Because he was so focused on doing one thing, he wasn't able to see the snakes around him. You know what I'm saying? If he was able to see the snakes around him, maybe he would be able to complete the job at hand.
I feel tension right here.
So you're saying you didn't have your grass low enough? You had it too high?
Yeah.
I see where you're
That's why I chopped up your grass.
Oh.
So I saw the snakes.
Oh,
Cut the
goodness.
head.
Oh my gosh. Well, folks, this is a time that we have for. What's going on? This is a time that we have for tonight. We're gonna be right back after the commercial break. Okay?
No more, man.
Do you miss it? Do you miss the dancing? Do you miss the gaga ball? Do you miss swinging on the swing? Do you miss playing ultimate on the field? Do you miss the Friday nights full of joy and laughter? Do you miss rocking on the rocking chairs? Do you miss having to do push-ups or jumping jacks for not signing in the computer lab? Do you miss playing soccer on the field? Do you miss shooting hoops on the basketball court? Do you miss the couches and the palms? Well, we miss it too.
Well, we miss you too. The messes, the smiles, the community, and most of all, the love. Come and register for the 2020 to 2021 school year. We'll be waiting. Hope to see you soon.
amazing show, late night show, and here tonight we're gonna continue with some of the questions. Okay.
Man.
Guys.
I'm here to
Yeah, chill out. You gotta chill out.
All right.
Come on. Why you
Take
so
a seat,
hostile?
please. This is my show.
Security? Oh, I thought you were okay.
All right. Thank you. I apologize, folks. So we're gonna move on to the other giant of part of this series called Roberto, which did Agape. Let's start, shall we? Roberto, I heard incredible things about you, but one of them is that in your personal life, you have a reputation of being bambang. Can you tell us why?
Well, personally, I don't try to break anything. It just sort of happens. Like with the rail in the front, I didn't try to break that. I was just practicing my parkour.
I see.
But that showed me something, that these rails around branches are not Berto proof. So they are not safe.
Wow. So you can say that's your side job right there?
Yes.
It is.
I test things out to see if they're Berto proof. If they break, they're not Berto proof.
Wow, folks, if you need to be have someone at your house and test it to make sure that it's Berto proof, you know the guy to call. All right, but we're not done. I have one question for you, Berto, and this is a very interesting question. When they were giving you the elements, right, the Agape, your character, how did you feel?
Well, when they gave me the elements that were not it made my tummy hurt. And it also gave me a little headache. But when they gave me the right elements, it was like Tylenol. It took all the pain away. It was like if God came down from heaven and gave me a hug.
Oh, everybody, come on. Let's just, that was such a lovely answer. I think that's the best way to express God's love, you know? He comes down and gives us a hug. Let's move on to one of the most kind-hearted, humble persons that joined the series late. Let's hear it for Caleb, who played Skittles, Assistant Skittles. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I'm pretty excited that you're here tonight. Let's start, right? What was the hardest part in this series for you?
The hardest part was coming in late and fitting in with the crowd. Like, coming from another planet, I had to adapt to the social life of Earth. Like, the way they treated each other. I had to adapt to that.
Wow, so the sense of belonging, yeah, that is very strong thing. People go through it a lot. Now, how come you were able to speak correctly when you only ate Skittles?
So on planet that's like on planet Skittles is like sleep. People on Earth, they sleep and they regain their energy. But on planet Skittles is our sleep. It replenishes our energy. So with my energy replenished, I'm allowed to adapt to my environment so I can speak the language. Yes.
What's the name of your planet again?
Planet
What's that next to?
Alright.
Meow. Wow.
Interesting.
You know, those director and producer have been very creative with this series. I definitely enjoy hearing, you know, Planet and Planet Meow. This is lovely. Now tell me something. What is it that you want to accomplish in life?
Well, I would like to travel the universe. Coming to Earth, I grew a love to travel. Coming from planet I want to keep on traveling the world. So that's what is one of my goals. I want to keep on traveling the universe and discover new things.
Wow, thank you. Thank you. I believe that a lot of people feel that way as well. Want to explore and see new things. If you really come from another planet, Caleb, right? What elements will you see displayed?
I would say service. Because if anybody on planet needed help, the whole planet would stop in the system, no matter what was going on.
All right. Thank you. And the last question, you know, for you would be, which element would you like to take back to your home planet?
I would say faith. Because at my planet, we never really had faith in anything. Like, say if someone failed, we would just give up completely. Like, when Planet Meow attacked us, the whole planet left. Like, the whole planet. We did not stay. So, that's the reason I left Planet and came to Earth.
Wow. faith a very powerful element for our daily life. Well, that is it for as of now. We're going to go to another commercial break. Stay tuned. Don't leave us, folks, because we're coming back for more.
Hold up.
I can do all things through him.
He strengthens me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blessings to think about, reasons to scream and shout, live life without a doubt, trust him and you'll make it out, you know what he's about. Sing it with me. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blessings to think about, reasons to scream and shout, live life without a doubt, trust him and you'll make it out, you know what he's about. Too many blessings for me to be stressed. He gave me more, so I cannot take less. He's with me all the time, so I cannot take rest. With him, I give my all, so I'm always at my best. He's my guide, like I got the answers to the test. Try to block out my blessings, but you cannot contest. Cause I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blessings to think about, reasons to scream and shout, live life without a doubt, trust him and you'll make it up, you know what he's about. Us, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blessings to think about, reasons to scream and shout.
I can do anything because he made me strong. His love for you is lifelong.
Amen.
No matter what, you belong. Had to let you know in this song.
God said, I'm a diamond in the rough.
Don't give up. It's gonna get tough.
He also said that he is my rock.
God said his love won't stop.
That's why 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blessings to think about, reasons to scream and shout, live life without a doubt, trust him and you'll make it up, you know what he's about. Say it with me. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blessings to think about, reasons to scream and shout, live life without a doubt, trust him and you'll make it up, you know what he's about. Yeah.
Alright, welcome back. We are here tonight. We're going to continue with our last things. Now, we are here gathered, right? And we're going to ask some group questions specifically to RFC and FFC and also the Fiesta Squad. Now, can anyone tell me to start off what does RFC means and FFC?
Well, I think FFC stands for
Females for Christ.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow, that is female power right there. I want to hear more, but let's see. Can any of you gentlemen can tell me what this RFC stands for?
RFC stands for Rappers for Christ.
Oh, so Christ always there. That is very important and powerful as well. Can any of you tell me what is your inspiration to come up with these names and group raps and the verses and everything?
Well, our inspiration comes from the Bible. Yes.
Wow, that is a very profound. Thank you so much. Profound thing to say. The Bible is very powerful, and that's the main thing that we use to, for you guys to come up with the raps and verses. Now, the Bible says that you should hide, God's word. You should save it in your heart. Tell me a line from those raps that you have saved in your hearts.
Well, I have a verse from a song that was made a couple years back, and it comes from Joshua 1:9. The verse in the song says, "Be strong, be brave, do not lose faith, do not lose hope, the Lord is woke." And where I really gained strength from this is when we made the song, we made it to a joyful song, not really with anything deeper behind it, but God's word in the song provided the depth that we needed, right? So when Talita, she broke her arm and went to the hospital, her parents came back and told us she was singing that song the whole way through and keeping God's grace with her, God's hope and it helped her the whole way through. So, yeah,
Wow.
That's beautiful.
it was very sad.
Gotta clean, that's yours right here. Oh my goodness. Talita, we have you in our hearts. All right. Could you guys also tell me, Females for Christ, is there any lines that you rap to that have you saved them in your heart?
One of the lines is definitely God likes it like that, right?
Yes.
It was such a classic. The girls loved it, right?
It's a showstopper, you know.
It was standing ovation.
Oh, yeah.
Always slaps.
I remember. I wasn't there in presence, but I saw the video and I was in my house like hyping it up. You know what I mean? Let's just almost end with something really nice. Can you guys freestyle for the show? Can you guys freestyle some bars?
Could do a little something.
We can say something. Are you ready?
I'm gonna stay in my zone.
All right, whenever you're ready.
In the classroom. In the classroom.
In the classroom.
Hey,
What we doing in the classroom?
God's grace is
In the classroom.
I got a lace in the classroom.
oh, that tough.
Ah, kick him out of the classroom. Ah, kick him out of the classroom. Hey, what we doing in the classroom? I'm going my pace in the classroom.
He got my face in the classroom.
I'm running the race in the classroom.
I get a tape in the.
Kick him out of the classroom. Ah, kick him out of the classroom. Hey, what we doing in the classroom?
Hey, okay. That's amazing. Woo, I feel it. All right.
I was gonna say I dropped the vase, but I said tape. I'm like, what am I saying?
we know, Caleb, that you did not know what you were going to say, but we enjoyed it. We enjoyed it, and you got kicked out of the classroom. All right. So now let's continue and end up with two questions, right? As a Fiesta squad, do you guys understand the influence that you have? Do you understand it?
Yes.
Lewis, thank you. Oh, Professor X Chris, you know, reaffirm me. You guys do understand. Samantha, you want to add something?
Yes, I remember the first kid's house that we went to that actually started dancing when we went to go visit him. It was just amazing.
I think his name was Danielle, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Yanyel. Shout out to Yanyel.
Wow. So that's the moment when you realize you guys were really, big influencers, and you were influencing these kids, especially Yaniel. Thank you for dancing, Yaniel. Amazing. Well, folks, that's everything we have for tonight at Branch's Late Night Show. Thank you for watching. Let's dance off, guys.
6, 7, 8 blessings to think about, reasons to scream and shout. Live life without a doubt. Trust him and you'll make it out. You know what he's about. Sing it with me. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blessings to think about, reasons to scream and shout. Live life without a doubt. Trust him and you'll make it out.